have a list of different categories of girls that I am worried about. But there's this particular category of girls that get me so worried. These people make me question reality. And they've actually not done anything wrong. These people are literally the sweetest, most genuine people you'll ever meet. They are so nice, but they have the worst kind of friends. Hear me out. And I know they say it's okay to have a friend that's a polar opposite of you, but not too far, not too polar, not when it comes to basic human decency. It's okay if it has to do with different hobbies. It's okay if it has to do with being introverted or extroverted, but not when it comes to basic human decency. Not when it comes to being respectful, being kind. You can't call yourself an angel while your friend is a devil's reincarnation. Look, it's fine if they are more feisty, more outspoken. Heck, they may be your defender. They may be the ones who stand up to disrespect, okay? But not a totally shitty person. And then they hit you with the, oh, she's only like that to outsiders. She's so sweet to me. She's not like that. One day is one day. One day is one. Maybe you're already even going through it and you don't know. Maybe you're already going through their bullshit and you don't even know. Why am I saying this? Because I just watched a movie on YouTube. Still watching actually, but I paused it to make this video. It's a high school movie. The title is Journey to Bloom. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. It's a series. It's produced by Sky Girls Nigeria. Now in this movie, there's this girl named Naima. Very sweet girl. Very respectful, kind. And she's from a well-to-do family. And although she is rich, she's actually very humble. But she has this friend named Jibs. Very, very rude. She's a bully. She's on couch. She's just something else, right? Now, this Jeeps girl, she was even very rude to the new girl that just came, Tife, for no reason. Now, one day in school, Naima comes up with a TikTok challenge. They do it and it goes viral. Now, there are 3 girls in the friend group. Naima, Jibs, and one other girl. I can't remember her name, but Jibs just walks all over that one like it's worse for her. And they are quote-unquote friends. From the viral video, they decided to become a dance trio. Now, Naima is the more musically inclined one. She is the one with the ideas. This is our idea. Now, they created a TikTok account for the dance trio and started posting videos. Come to find out that the email linked to that account was Jib's email, and the account number linked to the account to collect their cash rewards was Jib's account. And you know, it's fine because someone has to take responsibility for it anyway, but she did that without consulting the other 2 people in the group. And when she was probed about it, she flared up. She wasn't going to explain or listen to anybody. And the other 2 people in the group were even unable to stand up to her. It's giving Queen Bee. But that's the issue I have with people who are obsessed with being Queen Bee in every friend group. Because sometimes it gets to a very toxic level that even your friends are scared to be themselves around you. Like, they don't even have a voice. They can't even stand, they can't check you. That's why I cannot even be in any friend group, because I answer to no Queen Bee. I am not a ship. But for that kind of relationship to work, you have to always let them have their way for peace to reign. I found myself in one friend group back then in school that if the Queen Bee is not talking to you, the rest of the group too will not talk to you because they're scared to go against the Queen Bee. I've never been that confused in my life. Now, I haven't finished watching this movie, but I can already tell how it's going to turn out. She's going to use their head. And it's going to be funny because she wasn't even interested in the dance challenge in the first place. Like, we literally had to beg you, sis, to join the dance that day. If you see the way she was doing Shakara. So, obviously, she's the more manipulative and outspoken one. So, she's going to use their head. Now, I don't know if maybe along the line we're going to see things from her point of view and kind of understand why she acts the way she does. But, like, for now, I don't like her. Because I'm already even sensing, like, she lies a lot. I feel like she's hiding a lot about her family and maybe they're not even as rich as she claims because it looks like she's just for me. But yeah, back to the bone of contention. If you are a genuine person, if you are someone with a kind heart, you have no business being friends with a devil. Someone who's manipulative, someone who backstabs and backbites, a hateful person, obviously hateful towards other people, a bully. I know you feel like you can endure it. I know you feel like you can, wiggle your way out of it, but it's a lie. It will come back to bite you. Especially if you are not like that. If you are not built like that. Something is telling me that you're already even going through it. But, it's the kindness in your heart that is making you overlook these things. That's making you forgive them. You don't want to lose the friendship. You want peace to reign. And they are taking advantage of that. Trust me, I've been there. Let me tell you, these people cannot take half of what they dish out. I feel like some of you are even scared to let go of that friendship because of what will people say. Maybe you are going to over-defend them somewhere, maybe to people that were warning you about. I feel like that's why they're so scared to free themselves from the shackles of the friendship. See, it's okay to realize that people ain't shit. Okay? But at the end of the day, the point is, these people will traumatize you. And if they don't, they will corrupt you. So please, protect yourself. Protect your heart. Protect your soul. Protect your kindness. So that these people will not change you. Friendship is not by force. It's not. Okay, I know it's just a high school movie and I took it so personal, but it's because I saw something there that really triggered me. But yeah, I know someone out there needs to hear this. If you're friends with a shitty person, don't think it's not going to get to your turn, because it would. And the thing with all the shitty people is that they do it to everybody. Nobody is exempt. Even their closest friend. Even their closest friend will still see shaggy in their hands. I know a lot of people that are going to watch this movie are teenage girls, and teenage friendships are not really that serious. 80% of you will not be friends 3 years from now. But if you have a good person as a friend, even now in high school, you guys might actually grow together, experience life together. And even if you have a rift along the way, it's something you guys can easily sort and come back together. Let me tell you something. If you have a friend that you cannot tell your mind, you cannot say, oh, you hurt me, this is what you did, this is what you did, and you guys sort it out like, oh, I'm sorry, this is my point of view, this is your point of view. That person is not your friend. You know that friend that you always have to appease because they're always acting like they have anger issues or is in mood swings? You always have to, worship them, massage their ego. That is not your friend, because the day you get tired of massaging their ego, that is the day the friendship ends, because that's what's keeping the friendship alive anyway. See that friend that can't bear to see you take the spotlight? That's not your friend, Pookie. You see that friend that always has to be the winner in every argument? That is not your friend, Pookie. You see that friend that can't bear to see you get a compliment in their presence? That is not your friend. You see that friend that hardly compliments you or leaves backhanded compliments or rarely supports you? That one that's always viewing your story, following your post back to back, but never likes, never comments? That is not your friend. You see that friend that has nothing good to say about you, always condescending, always nitpicking, always speaking out your flaws? That is not your friend. You see that friend that always has to be at the front while relegating you to the back? That is not your friend. Friendship has to be side by side. We're meant to hold hands. No one is higher, no one is lower. You see that friend that takes credit for your work, for your ideas? That is not your friend. You're not too young to start understanding these things. You see that friend that suddenly likes your crush when you express your interest, or the one that moves funny around your boyfriend, or the one that is comfortably messing with your ex? That is not your friend. It's screaming low self-esteem. It's screaming, I want to be you. See that one that is always the loudest in the room and doesn't allow any other person to express themselves? That is not a friend. See that friend that's always trying to paint you black? That's not your friend. It's actually very easy to spot a good friend, and we know the people around us that have good friendship qualities, but maybe because they're not your type aesthetically, you would rather go and dine with the devil. Maybe you're in school and you feel like you should only hang out with the rich and popular kids. Ask yourself this: if maybe your parents went bankrupt today and you're unable to come to school with the cute things your parent got for you, you're unable to show off as much as you used to do, would they still be friends with you? How many of them will still publicly remain your friends? Anyway, that's all I got to say. Girls, be wise. Shalom.